Welcome to Action Figure Wrestling. I'm Brother Love, and with me is always Classy Freddy Lassie. And we got a show for you today, and we're going to throw it straight to our ring announcer in just a moment. Ladies and gentlemen, our first match is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first your hardcore champion, Nate the Great. Nate the Great is here, and his opponent, the Repo Man. And this will be a career versus career match. A career versus title match. If the legendary Repo Man wins, he will stay alive in this company. But if he loses, he will leave Action Figure Wrestling. I know you don't like talking about the issues we've had lately with the two individuals. No one likes talking about it. But we're getting this show off to a start. One. But yeah, hopefully they will not interfere in tonight's show. 1, 2. Nate the Great almost got pinned by One, 2, 3, your winner, and still hardcore champion, Nate the Great. Man, we hardly had a chance to say anything about this match because we're too busy thinking about Shane Douglas and New Jack. So that's what happens when you let guys like them take the rent space in your head. But we cannot allow them to run roughshod over this company. You're right about that, but what are we going to do? Up next is another title versus career match. Introducing first your Action Figure Wrestling television champion, the Macho Man Randy Savage. Machos do a world title shot. And his opponent, representing D-Generation X, Shawn Michaels. Michaels is putting his career on the line here. Can't say I'm surprised. 1. He thinks he should beat the Macho Man all the time. 1, 2. He thinks he should be the Macho Man. Super kick. 1, 2, 3. Your winner and new television champion, Shawn Michaels. Let's not forget our pay-per-view a week from this Sunday, Nightfall. Yeah, that's correct. Nightfall is coming a week from Sunday on pay-per-view. And we're going to have that 6-man tag team match where our Action Figure Wrestling founder, the Gooch, the Hurricane, and the Prince of Punk, Shannon Moore, will defend against Shane Douglas, New Jack, and a mystery opponent, partner, if they really have a third man. I doubt they do have a third man. I think they're just making assumptions that they have a third guy so we can be afraid of them. And besides, why would they have a third guy for? Anyway, who would really want to team up with them? Exactly. Up next is the Action Figure Wrestling North American Championship. Introducing first, the North American Champion, Brody Lee, and his opponent, Ari Daivari. Daivari, he's been getting a lot of chances here lately, but this youngster just cannot seem to get past Brody Lee. I think this is the second or third time these two have faced each other in an Action Figure Wrestling ring since Daivari made his debut a couple of months ago. One, two, three. Your winner is still North American Champion, Brody Lee. Brody Lee, I believe, was the first North American Champion, and he's still the North American Champion. Brody Lee, he's one of those guys that you don't know what he's going to do, when he's going to do it, and how he's going to do it. But yeah, I understand what you're saying. Up next is the Legends title. It is on the line. The first ever Legends champion, Kofi Kingston, defending against Andrade. Ladies and gentlemen, your next match is scheduled for one fall. Up next is coming down the ring, is your Legends champion, Kofi Kingston. And last night, we seen those two individuals attack Kofi Kingston. And that's when you saw Kofi Kingston's New Day tag team partners, Big E Langston and Xavier Woods, come to his rescue. And his opponent, Andrade. So Andrade versus Kofi Kingston here. Andrade's probably the only person in all of wrestling that can probably take down Kofi Kingston and stop the momentum of this Legends champion. If he does beat the Legends champion, it would be the first loss as Legends champion that Kofi received, but Kofi could very easily grab one. 1, 2, 3. And just while I was in the middle of my sentence, Kofi gets the win. What I was going to say was if he had lost there, he could very easily grab one of his partners and challenge for the International Tag Team titles. Rumor has it that a lot of major superstars are on their way to action figure wrestling. If you want the scoop on that, email us at Tunnelrat, that's TUNNELRATT 1972 at gmail.com. Up next is the International Tag Team titles. And as always, let's throw it over to our ring announcer. Next match is for the International Tag Team titles. Introducing first your International Tag Team champions, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, The Shield. Introducing their tag team partners, Jay Lethal and EC3. This is interesting. This is the first time I think that EC3 and Lethal has joined team. Have become part of a team, but they have been part of the same roster before here, and that was in TNA. And Jay Lethal taking it straight to Seth Rollins. One. Jay Lethal just tagged EC3. Here comes EC3. He headbutted from the top rope Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins and EC3 are going after it. Ooh. They're wondering what they have to do to put each other out. Seth Rollins trying to back elbow. 1, 2. And a kick out. And EC3 now tags Jay Lethal. Jay Lethal with that spin kick. Couldn't get the job done. and Seth Rollins. 1, 2, 3. Your winners. Is still the International Tag Team Champions, Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns. Reigns didn't do anything, just stand there looking like an idiot. Well, that's all he's good for. You believe some people actually think Roman Reigns is a good performer, a good wrestler? He sucks. That's why in that other promotion they just recently put him with Paul Heyman. Because he sucks. And he has no mic skills. Up next is for the Action Figure Wrestling International title. Introducing first your International Champion, Jon Moxley, and his opponent, Steven Regal. So William Regal as his alter ego, Steven Regal, is in the ring. Steven Regal is one of those tough-notch guys. Yeah, he is. Eric Stowell must be around here somewhere, because I just heard a fart. Steven Regal versus Jon Moxley. This ought to be a good match. You got Mox, who's unorthodox and crazy as all get out, taking on Steven Regal, who can brawl but also be a technician. One. Jon Moxley kicked out of that one. Just don't forget, this is a 10-minute match. One, two. Moxley tried an unorthodox maneuver there, and William Regal caught him. The back body elbow drop. That didn't work for him. 1, 2, 3. Your winner, the new international champion, Steven Regal. Steven Regal ends up winning the international title. But look at this. Jon Moxley is complaining. He does have a good argument. He was on the ropes. He's up in the face of John Hardy. Referee John Hardy saying, I was in the ropes. I should be... That should have been broken up. He does have an argument. He was up in the ropes. It should have been broken up. But what's done is done right now, and we cannot allow this to be the end of our discussion here because of the fact that John Moxley is unhappy with the way things went down here. Doesn't mean that John Moxley should be up in the face of the referee. Regal is now the international champion, and the referee did what the referee had to do. But what's John Moxley doing? He just kicked the referee. What's he doing? He's got the referee. He's taking the referee up to the top rope. Belly to back. Suplex. Onto the referee. Now what's he doing? An elbow onto the back of the referee. Now he's got the referee up. Tombstone to the referee. And he's kicking the referee. He's kicking the referee out the ring. And now he's up on that Brett rope. I tell you what, beep, 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 beep. Well, John Moxley is not too happy with what just went down here. Up next is the Intercontinental title. Up next is the Intercontinental title match. Introducing first, your Intercontinental Champion, James Buchanan. James Buchanan, he's been wanting to be part of this for a long time. He's been wanting a championship ever since he made his debut a few months ago. And his opponent, the Berserker, ding ding. The Berserker, one of those guys from the cartoonish era of wrestling. Wand. He shouldn't be wrestling with that helmet. Wait a minute. Buchanan has the helmet. The helmet off the skull of the Berserker. 1, 2, 3. That's no way for a face to win a match. Well, Berserker came in with it on and tried to use it on him, so I reckon turnabout's fair play. Up next is for the WCW Championship. Introducing first the WCW Champion, KO Mark Merrow. And his opponent, Fat Boy Justin Austin. Also scheduled for 10-minute time limit. Fat Boy Justin Austin. He needs a win here. One. He needs to beat someone of Martin Merrill's caliber for any championship. 1, 2, 3. I was going to say so he could be relevant. The next match is a pinfalls, no rules, pinfalls count anywhere match, and it's for the Classic Championship. Introducing first, the Classic Champion, Taz. Wait a minute, what's this? That's Shane Douglas. That's Shane Douglas. He just took the franchise. Shane Douglas just took Taz off the steel steps. And he just tombstone power drive him on top of the steel steps. And his opponent coming down the aisle, Braun Strowman. And wait a minute, what's this? That's New Jack. New Jack just hit Braun Strowman. New Jack's got Braun Strowman up. Tried to put Braun Strowman through our table. A week from Sunday, we're taking over. And it ain't nothing y'all can do. The referee is awarding this match as a no contest. A no contest. We will have hopefully updates on the Classic Champion Taz and Braun Strowman both. I knew it was too good to be true for them two jerks not to interrupt. Should have known. Should have known all along them two jerks would have interfered in tonight's proceedings. Up next is for the Action Figure Wrestling Tag Team Champions. Introducing first, the Real American Heroes, Gun-Ho and Duke, G.I. Joe. And now, coming down the aisle from Green Bay, Wisconsin, representing the faction of the Green Bay Fudge Packers, Mo and Joe. The twins, Mo and Joe, they're here in this tag team matchup. This is also scheduled for 10-minute time limit. One. Mo kicks out. Mo just tagged Joe. And here comes Joe. 1, 2. And Gun-Ho, he's like, next. Joe just tagged Mo. One, 2, 3, your winners. And still Action Figure Wrestling Tag Team Champions. Gun-Ho and Duke, G.I. Joe. I reckon the leader of the Fudge Packers, Dakota, is going to have a word with Mo and Joe on their loss. Up next is for the Action Figure Wrestling Championship. Introducing first, your Action Figure Wrestling Champion, Chris Benoit. And his opponent, coming down the aisle, the Hurricane. The Hurricane has lost a couple of matches here lately for some championship gold. Well, you know, it's the Hurricane. He's not always going to be winning every match. 1, 2, 3. Your winner, Chris Benoit. And again, the Hurricane also has Sunday, a week from this Sunday, on his mind. Because he's going to be representing this company in a 6-man tag match with 2 guys he hadn't tagged with since 96, I believe, when he left to go to WCW. Maybe longer than that. Well, one of them he tagged with a lot. One of them he tagged with a lot in WCW, but yeah, the last time the only undefeated tag team, 6-man tag team in American Federation Wrestling was ever together was before the other 2 went to WCW. Up next is for the World Tag Team titles. Introducing your World Tag Team Champions, Daniel Bryant and AJ Styles. Bryant and Styles have really improved upon their attitudes since becoming World Tag Team Champions. They have put aside any differences the 2 of them might have had in the past. And their opponents, representing the Sushi Nation, Sushi Boy 1 and Sushi Boy 2. AJ Styles, a house of fire in here. Trying to take the Sushi Boy number 1. 1. AJ shot. Sushi Boy number 1. countered his crossbody into a suplex. And that was something. AJ just tagged Daniel Bryan in. And Daniel Bryan went after Sushi Boy number 1 and failed. Now Daniel Bryan going up. And Sushi Boy number 1, he does not want to give up so easily. One, two, and Daniel Bryan shot. And now Daniel Bryan tags AJ Styles. AJ. 1, 2, 3. Your winners. And still, World Tag Team Champions AJ Styles and Daniel Bryan. Sushi Boy number 1 made the mistake. He was tired. He had been in there the whole match. Instead of tagging out because he was tired, he figured, well, got near falls on these two guys. I should have stayed in there. But what a surprising showing by Sushi Boy number 1 and Sushi Boy number 2. Up next is for the Action Figure Wrestling World Title. It is a one fall or 30-minute time limit. Introducing first the Action Figure Wrestling World Champion, Chris Jericho. He just won this title last night against Kane. He just won it back against Kane in his rematch, which he had to wait a week for. And his opponent, Bam Bam Bigelow. Talking about somebody that's been waiting for a shot at the title. Bam Bam Bigelow has been waiting 6 years for his title shot. 6 years ago, he and, even though he's no longer in the company, can't think of the guy's name right now, but he and the guy that he used to tag with were tag team partners, and they lost the world tag team titles, and he never got his shot back. Bam Bam won. Bam Bam going after Chris Jericho. You blame if Bam Bam wins here? 1, 2. Bam Bam and Bobby Lashley. Bobby Lashley's the guy that he was tagging with. 1, 2, 3, your winner. And still Action Figure Wrestling World Champion, Chris Jericho. I knew Jericho was going to try to win this. I knew he was going to try to pull it off, and he did. He did just that. He pulled it off. What we were saying about Bam Bam Bigelow was 6 years ago he was World Tag Team Champion. He lost the tag team titles. His contract expired. He came back to Action Figure Wrestling, demanded that he get a world title shot, and other people just kept getting pushed in front of the line before him. And he finally got his title shot tonight, and he lost to Chris Jericho. And Bobby Lashley, who knows, if he ever comes back, he might want to try and get his shot. But until next time, I'm Brother Love. This is Classy Freddy Lassie, and we are headed to Nightfall a week from this Sunday.